Hi y'all, this is Jeff from Jeff's Vegetable Garden in Containers. Going through we're in like the third week of fall now, almost the third full week. And you can see this one garden I cleared out here pretty much. I got a wee whack of that. I got a couple tomato plants and eggplants left in here. The two eggplants I'm going to overwinter out into the greenhouse over there. But what I've been doing today is the last feeding for the garden this year. Now, what you want to make sure is, like, you'll see what I put in here is just true organic, and what it is, it's bone meal. Okay, it's bone meal. What bone meal is you can either get nitrogen, potassium, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. The main thing you want in your garden, like right now, so you don't want. You can see it's already green, and it's getting to the end of the growing season, so you don't need any nitrogen in it because you're just going to grow a bunch of green leaves and not produce anything. And the phosphorus it's already got. What I put in was the calcium and potassium, and what that does is take what you have and make whatever's going to produce and fruit up and do what it does before it gets too cold out here. So there's something, even though these bushes are not looking great in this little area over here, and I emptied it out, there's plenty more. And like I said, just got done bone meal, and as soon as you bone meal, I have the pelletized stuff, and I also have the powder. What I did 3/4 of the garden with was powder. Once I got the powder in, you can see it kind of down in there. I just watered each bucket real heavy, and that's going to give that feeding to it, like I said, for everything to go to fruit or harvest. And everything right now looks real good from what I did this weekend. I moved everything into these two gardens over here, the center garden mostly. I mean, about a half the center garden, and then this full third garden I moved everything over here too. Like I said, it's all there, but you see how much green I still have stuff growing before it gets too cold. And potassium, you can see the flower coming back on the eggplant. Green beans, and you can see that big old yellow tomato in there and a big old red one up there in the middle. There's still quite a lot to pick in here, a lot to go. I would say I'm good till we're going to be growing here till second week of October. Did a little live stream earlier today. It was only about these sweet potatoes. So you can start to see the leaves turn yellow and turn back a little bit on it. I got those 4 cans plus that one there, so I'm going to be doing that Saturday or Sunday of this weekend. I told you guys the 14th to the 15th, I think it was. I'm just not good with dates anymore, but it's this weekend coming up. I'll do a video out here, and we're going to go through all the sweet potatoes, see how our production went this year. We've already done quite a few sweet potatoes, but this is the biggest thing of sweet potatoes. And potatoes, you've already seen those videos. We had a ton of them, but tomatoes, peppers, you can just see we still got quite a bit to go here, even though we shortened it down. And what I did was, oh look, we got some more purple potatoes coming in there, and some more Japanese eggplant. That's pretty cool. How they come in this late. I had struggled with them in the hot weather this year, some of them. We got peppers. We've got something on everything in here, and everything's still flowering. So that's the only reason, like I told you, I gave it bone meal. And what I did, and you can see I just got a ton all inside each of the containers right there. Just full. There's, let me do a quick count 3. There's like 27 big ones, and then I got all the bags inside those too. So we did an awful lot this year, but the warm weather stuff and stuff I know wasn't going to do any more producing. I took out what I got left in here is peppers, tomatoes, potatoes, eggplant, and trying to think what the zucchini. We're going to see if it's going to make it, because we got a couple cold nights coming up this week, but generally I can get through it You know, I can get through it, it'll still produce. And if not, if everything's still green 3 weeks, 4 weeks from now, and going into October, everything I'll be putting in here that I'm going to overwinter inside my greenhouse, which I just put back up. Got ready. Still got to get some pallets inside there and finish up my inside setup. But what did look at that dogwood grew back. That's good. But the big thing is this year, like I said, I'm going to pick what peppers were prolific this year and eggplant, and I'm going to overwinter those in my greenhouse. And this fertilizing's here. There won't be any more fertilizing because you don't want to fertilize something long term that's going to be in the greenhouse, because you don't want it to try. It's not going to grow, but it's going to try to grow a little bit inside those conditions, and it's bad for the plant. You want it to go dormant like it knows it's supposed to go dormant. The only thing I'll be growing in the greenhouse, I mean, it'll be there for winter stuff. Anything I'll be growing garlic and some lettuces and potatoes and cabbages. I'll be doing stuff like that this year in my garden, inside the greenhouse over there, but nothing tremendous. And I'm not going to lash at it. I still got to get my, peach trees in there and different stuff I got out here. Hibiscus. There's certain stuff I got to put in there. The lemon tree I'll probably take in the house. It's a little more residual to not being able to keep up. So, like I said, I'll get everything in there in the next couple weeks. As far as I can take it, all my trees and bushes and seedlings that I'm going to do are already in the ground this year. We'll do a walkthrough of them before it gets too cold to see where they're standing at. And there's my assistant helper. She loves bone meal like a dope, and she loves rabbits. So she don't like that dope, do you? Hey, you say hi? Yeah? Okay. That's about it, guys. I just want to give you an update. It's the last fertilizing of the year. Always make sure you use potassium or bone meal, blood meal, and anything with high in nitrogen, phosphorus you don't need this time of the year. All you're trying to do is, it's all green, you just want to try to give it that last little boost of fruit out everything you got and let it grow. And I'd say I got the strawberries. They're starting to grow over there by the shed again. They're actually starting to come in. They've been growing pretty good since I moved them out. They'll be going in there too. I'm just going to try not to overload the greenhouse. It was overloaded last year. I say that all the time with everything, but I'm going to try to keep it to a minimum and see how it grows without being too crowded in there and not do too much this year. And next thing you know, we're back to spring and hitting it again. And got a little bit left to burn out there. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to check out for the day. You guys have a great night, and we'll talk to you this weekend when we're doing sweet potatoes and a few other things. We'll probably do another harvest of the garden too, because it's due. All right, guys, make sure you go out to Jeff's Vegetable Gardening in Containers on YouTube and like and subscribe. And Jeff's Vegetable Gardening in Containers on Instagram also. So there are pictures of everything in our meals, and we'll have our other link up there soon. All right, guys, you have a great week, and we'll see you this weekend.